The first luxury item on my list that's worth every penny, a signature scent that makes you smell like a sex god. No, not your cup of tea? Well, how about a signature scent that sets you apart from everyone in the room, that leaves a lasting impression? Or maybe you want to wear a fragrance for yourself, something that when you wear it, it instills confidence. Now, the issue with a lot of great fragrances out there is that they can be expensive. We're talking hundreds of dollars for just 100 ml. So what are your options? Well, in the case of Creed Aventus, yeah, you can go with the clone. That's a fraction of the price. But are you truly going to be happy with the performance? Is it something that you're always going to feel like you're wearing a fake? And to be straight up, gents, you don't have to spend a lot of money. This fragrance right here, well under 50 bucks if you look around, and it's a work of art made by a master. All that being said, when you find your signature scent, grab it. Even if it costs a bit more than what you expected, cry once, but guess what? You're going to get hundreds of experiences wearing this fragrance. And that's what I love about a good fragrance. Every time you put it on, you feel confident. You feel better about yourself. So when you find it, guys, understand that you're going to get 1,400 sprays out of a 100 ml bottle. That right there is worth, I think, spending a little bit more for. Next up, gentlemen, boots that scream, yeah. Now, excuse my language, but the boots I'm talking about, when you wear these, you're going to get compliments from men, from women. People are going to take notice. They're going to be like, just wow, where can I get myself a pair? Who is this guy wearing the boots? And the issue here, guys, is you don't have to overthink this. You can simply go with a fabric that you normally don't wear on your boots, like suede, and really change it up. That being said, you can go with the suede and bring in a style that isn't very commonly seen, and all of a sudden you've got something that helps you stand out from the crowd. And even if you're a hardworking blue-collar man, that doesn't mean that you can't dress it up. Boots like this are functional, get the job done, and they look amazing, especially when you take care of them. And if you're a bit of a shorter guy, they're going to give you a bit of height as well. The right boots in the right style, in the right color that suits you, I think is well worth spending the money on. Now, everything I'm talking about in today's video, if bought at full retail, can be very expensive. So wouldn't it be amazing if you could find all these items on sale in your size, in the color you want? Well, gentlemen, that's what today's sponsor does, ShopTagger. I've talked about this app before. I want you to go download it. It's an amazing app. Imagine a personal assistant where you can go through and you can tag items, you can put them into your wish list, and when they are on sale, when they're in your size, when they're back in stock, all of a sudden you get a notification and you can go grab the item. And let's talk about the stores you can use with ShopTagger. Over 5,000 of them, including Amazon, Nordstrom, Target, J.Crew, Neiman Marcus, Adidas, Levi's, Doc Martens, JCPenney's, Ralph Lauren, American Apparel, Thursday Boots, LL Bean, Tommy Hilfiger, and more. And in case you didn't know, ShopTagger also applies the relevant coupon codes, so when you're checking out, ShopTagger makes sure that you get the best deal. ShopTagger syncs to all your devices. It's absolutely free. Gentlemen, it's a no-brainer. If you're not shopping with ShopTagger, you are leaving money on the table. Gents, I'm linking to ShopTagger down in the description of today's video. Use that link. Go download this free app. It's an amazing app. I personally use it. I've saved hundreds of dollars already this holiday season. Highly recommended, guys. Don't be out there just wasting money. Use this app. Next up, we've got the Come Here, Get Cozy With Me Cashmere sweater. Now, both men and women love cashmere because it's incredibly soft. And you literally, when you put that up against the face, it just feels amazing. And cashmere, there really is no substitute for it. Yeah, there's a few other options out there, but this sweater type is just considered to be not only one of the warmest, but one of the most functional. Now, why as a guy do you want to wear it? Because you're going to instantly become more approachable. Women, when they see a man with a cashmere sweater, we got texture in here. Human beings are drawn to texture. A woman will find herself sometimes putting her hands on a man that's wearing a cashmere sweater and not even know it. Now, think about the barriers you're breaking down. But here's where you got to be careful. Cheap cashmere is not something you want to buy. Cheap cashmere, oftentimes they use a recycled, basically, fiber. And those fibers are going to be shorter. They're going to often use cheaper fibers. So you want to be out there looking for good cashmere. How to spot it? Well, oftentimes price is the indicator. Cashmere sweaters should, on average, cost at least over $100, $150. If you see something at 50 bucks, something at 40 bucks, something that retails for 99, understand you got to be really careful. Now, lower quality cashmere, what's going to happen here is very quickly it's going to start to pill. It will also not last as long. Now, gents, I'm not saying that you can't find a quality cashmere sweater for the cheap, but you need to understand what you're looking for and realize most of the cheaper cashmere sweaters just aren't the highest quality. So I do think it is worth spending good money to get a quality knit cashmere sweater. And gents, if you agree or disagree with me throughout this video, I want to hear from you down in the comments. So the next luxury item we're spending good money on, a leather briefcase or a bag that is going to get compliments 10 years after you bought it. Yeah, the great thing about good leather, about a great bag, is that it ages well. Same to shoes, by the way. But what I love about a bag is this is something that it's not stuck to a size. So guess what? Your kids, yeah, your sons will fight over who gets dad's bag because they love it. It just brings back memories. And guess what? 30 years, 40 years later, this is still serviceable and they're going to want it because it looks better. It's aged well. When you're looking at a bag, pay attention to the stitching, pay attention to the hardware, ask about the leather. But when you know what you're looking for, it's okay to spend a bit more to get luxury. And for you to be able to identify luxury, that's the key to make sure you get it. But gentlemen, I think having a luxury briefcase or a nice maybe weekender bag that you spend a bit more on, I think is well worth the money. And speaking of your kids fighting over things, let's talk about heirloom watches. So heirloom watches, these are the ones that you make the investment in, and you know that over time, they're going to probably do a pretty good job of retaining their value, or there's something about them that makes them unique, something that just speaks to you, that you would want to have this watch and you would want to pass it on to somebody. Now, I'm not saying to start with heirloom watches. I think that's a mistake. You need to kind of figure out what you want, buy some inexpensive watches, buy some watches that are beaters, ones you can have fun with. But once you start getting into watch collecting, you realize, wow, this is something that 10 years from now, 100 years from now, I may have a great-great-grandson or a great-granddaughter wearing one of these watches and absolutely loving it. And that's what I think spending and getting something that's going to stand up to the test of time. And this may be, you may want to go Tudor, you may want to go Rolex, you may want to go, Tag, whatever it is, guys, find something that speaks to you and don't be afraid to spend a bit more to get exactly what you want. Next up, we've got the electric toothbrush. Now, you may not consider this a luxury, but when you compare it to the price of a regular toothbrush, 10 to 20 times more expensive, a lot of people do. And in my opinion, this is well worth the money. Why? It makes it dummy proof when you're brushing your teeth. If you've got to just go in circular motions, how many do you get in 2 minutes? Maybe a couple hundred if you're pretty quick. You do the electric toothbrush, that's thousands that you're going to get in a 2-minute period. It does such a better job. The research support this, my own experience, my dentist, I can tell you guys, this is amazing. And if you're not using an electric toothbrush, you're really doing yourself a disservice. Now let's go to the bedroom. And I'm talking about a luxury bed that you don't want to get out of. It is that comfortable. Guys, spend the money on a good mattress, on good sheets, and good pillows because you spend 1/3 of your life in bed. You need to get a good night's rest. The point being is spend a bit extra on a place that you spend a lot of time. You want to enjoy the time you're sleeping, the time that you're in your bed. Next up, we've got the $1 million custom bespoke suit. And when I say $1 million, what I'm talking about is it makes you feel like $1 million. When you put on that suit, it fits you. It's made from a good quality fabric. It functions. It's the right style. All of a sudden, you feel amazing. You're about to get up on stage in front of 100 people and give a presentation. You have your suit of armor on, a suit that fits you well, a suit that is built to your body. I'm not saying you got to go bespoke. Bespoke is the art, and those can cost thousands of dollars. But I am saying get exactly what you need. If you're a hard-to-fit individual, consider going custom. There's various different options out there. Maybe if you're relatively easy to fit, you've got a regular build, go with something that's off the rack. But don't be afraid to spend a little bit more money. I'm not saying go out there and buy a whole bunch of suits. I'm saying have that one go-to suit that when you look at yourself in the mirror, you see it. You know that right here is the man you know yourself to be. That right there is worth the money. Next up, we've got mirror shined shoes. And what I mean by that, these are going to be dress shoes that you wear with the suit that you want to get a mirror shine. These are ones that are going to be simple in design. Right here, I've got a pair of hole cuts, but you could go with a classic Oxford, which is probably the best choice for men just starting off. But you want a pair of shoes that you're going to be able to get your money's worth out of. And that when you wear them, again, they're going to support. This is the foundation of that great looking suit. So don't break the chain. Don't go, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link. Make sure that you spend good money on quality shoes that are stitched. Shoes that are glued, stay away from. Next up, we've got a Workhorse sports jacket. This luxury item is going to be worth every penny because you're going to get miles out of it. You're going to wear this so many times, it's eventually going to wear out. And here's the thing, make sure it's in a fabric, in a color that's going to already work with your interchangeable wardrobe. You also want quality, and that's why you're spending the extra money because you want something that's going to be able to be worn hundreds and hundreds of times, actually be patched if necessary. You want something that is going to serve you, something that, yeah, whenever you're wearing casual clothing, but you need to dress it up just a bit. You're that engineer and you're on that construction project and you need to be able to stand in front of your boss's boss to be able to deliver that presentation. You throw it on. And those moments, this is going to be well worth what you paid for it. Now, speaking of jackets, let's talk about leather jackets. The right leather jacket can make you look amazing. The wrong leather jacket, it can be an expensive mistake. And how not to make that mistake? Guys, I've got you covered in this video right here. The things that you want to look for when buying the perfect leather jacket. I break it out. I make it simple. You want to check out this video if you're at all looking for a good leather jacket.